Hello students, in this class, we are going to discuss about halogens. Halogens, the group number is 17. So these are most of these halogens. What are halogens? Halogens, chlorine, fluorine, iodine, bromine. Okay, so these halogens obtained from sea salt. Therefore, it is called as what? Halogens. And generally, its outermost electronic configuration is ns2np5. It means there are 7 valence electrons are present in each one halogen. Okay, and this is given in the page number 82 to 85. In this, among the halogens, first let us see chlorine, how it is prepared. Chlorine is prepared by treating sodium chloride with manganese dioxide. Manganese dioxide, that is a strong oxidizing agent, and that is treated with sulfuric acid. Then chlorine will be separated out, manganese chloride and sodium bisulfate and water will be formed. And even hydrochloric acid, it undergoes oxidation in the presence of oxidizing agents like manganese dioxide, lead oxide and potassium permanganate. So that all the reactions are given. Lead oxide, when it is treated with hydrochloric acid, it gives lead chloride and chlorine gas. Manganese dioxide, that is a oxidizing agent, treated with hydrochloric acid, it gives manganese chloride and chlorine gas. Potassium permanganate, when it is treated with hydrochloric acid, it gives potassium chloride and manganese chloride. Similarly, potassium dichromate, that also strong oxidizing agent, when it is treated with hydrochloric acid, it gives KCl and chromic chloride and chlorine gas. So this is the examples of how can we get chlorine from the oxidizing agent with hydrochloric acid. So 2 mark question. Next one, that is an important preparation from bleaching powder. Bleaching powder, the chemical name is calcium oxychloride, chemical formula CaOCl2. When calcium oxychloride is treated with mineral acids like hydrochloric acid, otherwise sulfuric acid, it releases what? Chlorine gas. With the hydrochloric acid, the main product calcium chloride will be formed, and with the sulfuric acid, calcium sulfate will be formed. Next one is manufacturing of chlorine. So far we discussed about the preparation of chlorine. Now manufacturing. How do you manufacture chlorine? So there are 2 methods we are following. One is electrolysis process and another one is Deacons process. In the electrolysis process, so in the electrolytic method, sodium chloride solution, Brin's solution, sodium chloride solution is also called as Brin's solution, that is taken as the electrolyte, and that undergoes dissociation to form Na plus and a chloride ion. Similarly, in Brin's solution, whatever the water molecule is present, that will be dissociated to form hydrogen ion and a hydroxyl ion. Cathode reaction. At cathode, always oxidation will be takes place. What is the meaning of oxidation? Gaining of electron. So H plus plus 1 electron and it changes into what? Hydrogen. So that hydrogen atom, it combined with one more hydrogen atom and it changes into H2 gas. At anode, reduction reaction will be takes place. What is reduction? Removal of electron. Otherwise, loss of electron is called as what? Reduction. Okay, so you have to remember which one? Oil rig. Oil rig word, if you remember it, then you can recall the oxidation and reduction definition. So chloride ion, when it loses one electron, it changes into chlorine atom. One chlorine atom it combined with another one chlorine atom, so chlorine gas will be liberated. So chlorine gas will be liberated at anode and hydrogen will be liberated at cathode during the electrolysis process of Brin's solution. So overall, these all the equations, if you write for the electrolysis process of Brin's solution, that is more enough. And Deacons process, what we are doing, you see, hydrochloric acid is mixed with air and it is heated at the temperature of 400 degrees Celsius in the presence of cuprous chloride, that is the catalyst, and it releases chlorine gas. Whatever the chlorine gas will be liberated, so that will be used for the manufacturing of bleaching powder. Bleaching powder, just now we had discussed about how chlorine can be prepared from bleaching powder. Now how we are getting bleaching powder from chlorine from the Deacons process. You see, these 2 processes are reverse. Okay. And next one, what are the catalytic reactions takes place during the Deacons process? First, Cu2Cl2, that means cuprous chloride with air, it changes into cuprous oxychloride. Then cuprous oxychloride reacts with hydrochloric acid to give cupric chloride. Again it diluted to form cuprous chloride. And next one is what? Chemical properties. Chemical properties of chlorine. First one, how chlorine reacts with the metals like sodium, iron, aluminium and also copper. With sodium it gives sodium chloride, with iron it gives ferric chloride, aluminium it gives aluminium chloride and copper it gives copper chloride. With non-metals like hydrogen it gives hydrogen chloride, and boron it gives boron trichloride, and with sulfur it gives disulfur chloride, formula S2Cl2. And with arsenic chloride, and phosphorus trichloride, even phosphorus pentachloride also formed. And next reaction is oxidizing nature of chlorine. Chlorine, it oxidizes hydrogen sulfide into sulfur. Chlorine, it oxidizes potassium bromide into bromine. Chlorine, it oxidizes iodine, potassium iodide into iodine. Similarly, how turpentine it reacts with chlorine. Turpentine formula C4H16. So when chlorine treated with the turpentine, it gives carbon separately and a hydrochloric acid separately. Okay, so this reaction is very important for one word. Similarly, another one reaction between the chlorine and ammonia. When chlorine reacts with the excess of ammonia, it releases nitrogen and ammonium chloride. Whereas when ammonia is treated with the excess amount of chlorine, in turn we can say chlorine is treated with less amount of ammonia. The product is ammonium chloride and nitrogen trichloride. This is very important 2-mark question. Remember it. What is the reaction between chlorine with the excess of ammonia and less amount of ammonia? Otherwise, with the excess of ammonia with chlorine and excess chlorine with ammonia. So this is the two reactions which differentiate the excess of ammonia and less reaction of ammonia with chlorine. Okay, this is very important one. And next one, you see what is the reaction with the alkali. For example, chlorine, it reacts with a hot and concentrated alkali, it gives sodium chlorate, NaClO3 and NaCl and water. Whereas with a cold sodium hydroxide solution, it gives sodium oxychloride. This is the difference. So write the reaction of chlorine with alkali means you have to write with cold alkali as well as hot and concentrated alkali solution. Next one, oxidizing and bleaching action of the chlorine. Chlorine, the bleaching action is the permanent one. Previously I explained about the bleaching action of sulfur dioxide, that is the temporary one. And here chlorine, when it is treated with water, it gives HCl and HOCl. The HOCl only on dissociation it gives HCl and nascent oxygen. Because of releasing the nascent oxygen, it can be bleach the colored matter. So for example, coloring matter plus nascent oxygen, it changes into colorless. Because so here the nascent oxygen is present. And next one is how chlorine, it reacts with the ferrous sulfate and also hydrogen sulfide and sodium sulfite. So these are the salt. Ferrous sulfate salt, it gives ferric sulfate. So ferrous sulfate reacts with chlorine to changes into ferric sulfate, and hydrogen sulfide, when it reacts with chlorine, it changes into sulfur. Similarly, another one salt, that is sodium sulfite, not sulfate, sodium sulfide, formula Na2SO3. Solution, H2O is also given, so it gives sodium sulfate and water. So simply you can remember it. Ferrous sulfate reacts with the chlorine to changes into ferric sulfate. Similarly, sodium sulfite reacts with the chlorine to changes into sodium sulfate. Next one is the preparation of bleaching powder. How do you prepare bleaching powder? Bleaching powder preparation, this question asked in 2020 March board examination for 2-mark question. So bleaching powder is prepared from slaked lime, and it's a chemical formula is CaOH twice. Calcium hydroxide is also known as slaked lime. When it is treated with chlorine, it gives calcium oxychloride, that is called as what? Bleaching powder, and also calcium chloride. So for this type of the reaction, you write the balanced chemical equation, that is more enough to get full mark. Okay, remember it. Next one, displacement redox reaction. So last year you studied about the redox reaction. What is redox reaction? Those chemical reactions in which oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Displacement redox reaction, so that also one type of the redox reaction, that also you studied in 11th standard. Now just you recall that one. Chlorine, when it is treated with a potassium bromide, here the bromine will be separated out and potassium reacts with chlorine to form potassium chloride. Therefore this is called as what? Displacement reaction. So here chlorine in the reactant side, chlorine when it exists in its atomic form, otherwise molecular form, 0 is its oxidation state, whereas in the potassium chloride its oxidation state is what? Slowly decreases into -1. So the reduction reaction takes place between the chlorine and potassium chloride. Whereas potassium bromide, so bromine, it exists in what? -1 oxidation state. After the redox reaction, it changes into bromine. So bromine oxidation state is 0. So -1, from -1 bromide ion, it converts into what? 0 oxidation state of what? Bromine. Therefore increasing in oxidation number, that is called as what? The oxidation. Okay, so this is a very important 3-mark question. So displacement redox reaction. Explain the displacement redox reaction with an example, then you have to write this. Next, one more example also given. Instead of the potassium bromide, potassium iodide is given. Same way, you have to mention the oxidation number of potassium and iodide. Then chlorine potassium oxidation state is 0. So during the displacement reaction, chlorine converts into potassium chloride, potassium iodide it converts into iodine. So in between the iodide ion and iodine, so what will be takes place? Oxidation, since the oxidation number is increases. So chlorine and chloride, in between that reduction reaction takes place, and here decreasing in oxidation number takes place, therefore reduction is there. Okay, these two reactions are very, very important. Next one, the last one is the formation of addition compounds. So even chlorine reacts with sulfur dioxide, it gives sulfuryl chloride with carbon monoxide, it gives carbonyl chloride, that is the phosgene gas. Phosgene gas, that is highly poisonous. Even chloroform can be, always it can be stored in a dark colored bottle. If it is stored in white colored bottle, then it is easily oxidized, it undergoes oxidation and it forms a poisonous gas, that is called as phosgene. So therefore nowadays we are not using chloroform as a what? Anesthetic agent. Okay, for anesthesia we are not using which one? Chloroform. So that also we discussed in our class. Okay. Next one, chlorine, when it reacts with ethylene, it gives ethylene dichloride. This is the addition reaction. Similarly with methane, so these are the organic compounds. It gives methyl chloride and hydrogen chloride. One hydrogen from methane, that is replaced by chlorine. Similarly, when it reacts with benzene, it gives phenyl chloride. Phenyl chloride formula C6H5Cl and HCl will be formed. Okay, if you write the structural formula for this reaction, that also very, very enough for this one. Next, uses. Chlorine. What are the uses of chlorine? Chlorine can be used in the purification of drinking water. It is also used in the extraction of gold as well as what? Platinum. It is used in the bleaching of cotton textiles and paper industry. Okay, that's all.